What's up? Are you thinking about East Tennessee and the Knoxville area and you're curious, where exactly is the Beverly Hills of Knoxville? Today we're checking it out. It's Sequoyah Hills and Cherokee Blvd. So get ready. These are magazine worthy homes. They're gorgeous. We're gonna see a little bit of the Tennessee River. It's beautiful, amazing, great houses, super cool walking trail, running trail down Cherokee Blvd. Let's go check it out. So we are going to check out Sequoyah Hills. I'm going to pull onto Knowlton off of Kingston Pike. So as a side note, Knowlton, this is one of the hills in the Knoxville Marathon, which obviously we're coming up this way towards Kingston Pike, but it's brutal. Okay, so Sequoyah Hills, super... To me, this is like the Beverly Hills, if we were to have one, of Knoxville. These are gorgeous homes. These are homes that a lot of them built in 1930s, 1940s. Many of them are tiny. Many of them are tiny but have been completely added onto. We're talking minimum $600,000. And that might be like a very small house. You can also see here that there is the pink paint, which again, though, that means the dogwood trail. So big yards, well, some of them big yards, some of them not so big yards. We're gonna go this way because I want to come back to show you. So this is Alta Vista where we're going. This is March as I'm recording this, so I hesitated to do this because in the spring it's going to be a lot more like bloomy, so maybe I'll come back then. But I was in the area and had time and the sun is out, so I thought, why not? So you can tell that like updates, all of these have been updated. You'll see some that they're completely new construction, so someone purchased the lot and then they have like totally just renovated, updated, or built a new house. So like this one obviously had a big add-on. The one that I'm about to show you next is just a traditional like colonial with a small add-on. I mean, just gorgeous homes, gorgeous, large yards, lots of brick. I mean, this is just like, to me, again, this is the like Beverly Hills, if you will, of Knoxville. Like, look at this house, gorgeous, obviously. I mean, so good. So mostly traditional homes here. Like these aren't, there's no really modern houses. Right now we're on Scenic and I'm turning onto Oakhurst. So you can see, hold on one second. Let me just lift this up there. Just, you know, a diversity of, they're just gorgeous, beautiful homes. Beautiful. Now, some people are like, oh, Sequoyah Hills is so overrated. It's just tiny little houses that are old, that are cans of worms and blah, blah, blah. Because they're saying, oh, hello, ma'am. I mean, these houses look like, to me, straight out of HGTV. Okay, so, you know what? I'm just saying it like it is. This one, new design, etc. I mean, just beautiful homes. This is a typical Sequoyah Hills street. I don't think these homes look alike, which is kind of nice. Like, obviously, in the newer construction homes, a lot of the homes look identical. But I think my radio is going to turn on, and I did not mean to do that. I don't want to listen to the radio. Do you know what? I do not listen to the radio. And you know who does listen to the radio? My husband. Drives me bonkers. Anyways, that's a personal problem that no one here cares about. No one cares about that, Haley. So yeah, we're just kind of working our way. Just wanted to show you some of the streets here. I'm gonna stop for just 1 second. I totally just realized that whole time I didn't have a mic on. So, well, there was no mic. Hopefully you could hear what I was saying. Anyways, So as you can see, like this blue house, obviously originally pretty small, and then additions were made. So again, older, definitely established, definitely like a old school vibe going on here in Sequoyah Hills. I mean, but gorgeous, like beautiful, beautiful homes. And like this one down in the corner, like this one obviously was later added. It's not a 1940s build, it's newer. I don't say that's new construction by any means, but newer, gorgeous home. So we'll head this way. We're on Kennesaw now, Kennesaw Avenue. I think this might be a mistake. This person, I don't know what's happening, but that just means we can look at these gorgeous houses even longer. Major landscaping happening. Okay, this is not great. And like, look at this one. Ranch home, fully updated. So nice. So more Sequoyah Hills. Obviously you can imagine in the spring, like this is how green this is right now. But imagine like in the spring. So this house, my friend Michelle Corley actually sold, and super cute. Nokomis. Shout out to Michelle. So more, I mean, how cute. I mean, this is cute houses, and some of them obviously super low square footage, some of them large square footage. This is the church to my left. And then, I mean, I just love it. It's a vibe, okay? It's a total vibe. 100%. I mean, so cute. And then also Sequoyah Hills Elementary is like right in the kind of heart of Sequoyah Hills. These are townhouses here in the Presbyterian Church. We're gonna turn to the right. And there's like a little shopping center. The Plaid Apron, I think, is still down here. Most people, it's not even, that's a loose term, okay? That is a very loose term when I say shopping center. But I mean, obviously it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. This is like, I don't know if exclusive is the right word, but like that in my mind is what I consider this. Well, for one, because excuse me, price point, but for two, look, Sequoyah Branch Library, so cute. And then up here on the right, you are seeing the back of Sequoyah Hills Elementary School. Super well loved, great elementary school. Super cute. Just a really good community. Great stuff going on there. So we're just driving around Sequoyah Hills. And then I'm going to take you to what Cherokee Boulevard is. So Cherokee Boulevard is like the, that would be like, what would that be? I mean, it's not Rodeo Drive, because Rodeo Drive is obviously like, you know, stores and such, but it's very popular. Cherokee Boulevard is part of Sequoyah Hills, but it's kind of its own little sect. Now we could connect from where we are now to Cherokee Boulevard, but I want to take you to the entrance off of Kingston Pike so you can see exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. But this road right here is scenic. Scenic connects to Kingston Pike. So you hear about this. Well, I guess you hear about this because I literally went to West High School, which is across the street. I mean, it's across Kingston Pike. Might as well be across the street. But anyways, I mean, you can just tell beautiful, beautiful homes, beautiful yards. There is a sidewalk that man's running on. And then some homes where they have not been updated quite, like they have work to be done, but considering like where they are, they're still going to be like location wise, this is a super hot location. Okay, so we are driving now on Kingston Pike. This eventually turns into Cumberland Avenue. If I keep going straight on this road, then we're going to hit smack into UT campus. So Kingston Pike turns into Cumberland, but you can tell like houses here, even like these are all still Sequoyah Hills to my right. I guess technically to my left, but definitely the more desirable part of Sequoyah Hills would be that part to my right. We're passing several churches, a synagogue. This is Church of the Scientists, Seventh-day Adventist. There's a Greek Orthodox church on the street, Second Presbyterian. So there's a ton of churches also on the street. Now, to my right is the entrance to Cherokee Blvd. Now, there is a big dirt pit that was recently a house listed for sale, but really the land is kind of the value. So you can see this little arch. So that little arch going down Cherokee Blvd, there's somebody walking up to my left. This is a 2.5 mile trail. It is hilly though. Brace yourself. Well, parts of it are hilly. The beginning, you're like going downhill, but if you start on this side, you're finishing uphill and you're like, oh my gosh. But gorgeous, beautiful, magazine-worthy houses. Huge yards. We're talking, these are $1 million homes here. This is like where the, I don't want to say mansions are, but if you think about Sequoyah Hills, this would be where the like top dollar homes are in Sequoyah Hills. So it's kind of like the exclusive of Sequoyah Hills, just based on price. Like, people here aren't rude, you know what I'm saying? The other thing is, if you are a runner, this trail is gravel. So what's great about that, it's not great for your shoes. Don't wear your new shoes, because every time I run here, I'm like, oh my gosh, my shoes are covered in dust. But that being said, it's good on your knees. Look at this one, beautiful. Now, this Cherokee Blvd, another reason why people come here, like obviously there's the running trail. It's obviously gorgeous. Like, you have eye candy for houses for days. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful homes. And obviously all of this will be green in very little time. But Cherokee Blvd also goes along the river. So in a second, all of the homes to the left of me are waterfront properties. There's also a couple parks down here. We used to play ultimate frisbee down here when I was in high school at the West High School, which, by the way, this year is my 20th year. What do you call that? It's not an anniversary. Is it an anniversary? No, it's like homecoming. I forget what it's called. Whatever. It's 20 years since I graduated. Which is like, how did that even happen? I don't even understand. Now, if you look closely to the left, you're going to see the Tennessee River. There's a lot going on down here today. And you can even see, if you look closely far enough in the distance, you can see Alcoa Highway. But over here to my left, park. That's a public park. This is a fountain right in the middle. When you hit this fountain, coming in, you're like, oh, I'm making progress, and going out, you're like, I gotta brace myself, because the hills, they are coming. At least that's how I feel about this. And you actually run along Cherokee Blvd if you do the half marathon and the marathon. So again, same thing here, where you see like houses that have been majorly added onto. People want to stay here once they're here, right? I mean, it's beautiful. So people that, bought years and years and years ago, a lot of them have made, major renovations, total gut jobs, complete overhaul of the exterior. Because frankly, if you're on this street with any sort of square footage, $1 million plus easily. Easily. So I hope you can see. I'm gonna go back the other way too, so it's not like the sun is not straight up in your eye, but like, look at that house, so good. You can see there's some people out walking right now. I mean, it's just beautiful. This would also be, to me, an ideal place. Like, look at this. That's a recent, well, it's in progress, I should say, renovation. And you've seen, like, some of these just kind of look like plain old basement ranchers. But actually, you're on Cherokee Boulevard, my friend, so there ain't nothing plain about it. This guy's making me nervous. It's like, I don't know if I can pass him or like what is happening. Anyways, maybe I'm not good for bicyclists. Sorry, guy. So playgrounds, park space. Look at all this on the water down there. Isn't that gorgeous? Awesome place to hang out. Awesome place to bring your dog. Awesome place to play. That's right there where we played Ultimate Frisbee. I was not very good at it because I forgot that you have to stop running once you get the Frisbee. Just saying. You know, whatever. We can all learn. We can all grow. There's the growth mindset. So you can see just beautifully made houses. You know, this one right here looks like, I mean, it looks like they've actually, that's a brand new construction house is what that looks like. And then there's one directly behind it. This house is stone cottage. So good. On the water. Beautiful. Beautiful. Tons of people out. The weather is getting great. So, yeah, Cherokee Boulevard. I mean, it is literally stunning. It is a, you know, sect of West Knoxville. Old school West Knoxville people will say this is definitely West Knoxville. New school West Knoxville people will like beat this. I love this house, by the way. Love it. It's like super modern inside, and I only know that because I've stalked the MLS pictures on it when it was listed. I think it was like $2 million or something. Anyways, that's been a couple years ago. Literally stalked the house. Updates. So certainly this is the location where if you are wanting old school houses with a complete vibe, walk along the river every morning, this is Cherokee Boulevard. And this location is going to continue to appreciate, like, point blank, period. I mean, look at this. That's what that person looks across the street from. Across the street, that's Lakemore Hills. So that's South Knoxville. And that would be like your most prestigious neighborhood when it comes to waterfront in South Knox. It's called Lakemore Hills. And then this right here, see how these little archways are? This is the end of Cherokee Boulevard. I'm actually gonna turn around and we're gonna go back down, but that's Sequoyah Hills. I consider Cherokee Boulevard part of Sequoyah Hills because all these little roads and streets kind of go back into it. But yeah, I mean, you can tell, look at the dog, he's having so much fun. But yeah, that stuff across the river, that is part of South Knox. But I mean, you can just tell, beautiful, gorgeous homes. I feel like I keep repeating myself, but listen, I'm just telling you. Now, we have, imagine if you're running and you're like heading down this way, look how flat it is. You're like, I got this. I got this. And you hit that freaking fountain and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta run uphill. And it feels like a long hill. But also when you do the half marathon, this part feels great because primarily it's downhill and it's towards the middle or towards the beginning. I don't remember. I mean, obviously if you do the full marathon, it's towards the beginning. So in the half, so the full marathon, then it would be towards the beginning. In the half marathon, I can't remember what mile marker it is. So like if I go left here, that takes me back to all those Sequoyah Hills streets I was showing you. I mean, how can you not, like, also sometimes if you just need a vibe lift, like you got to change your energy, you just come run down here or walk down here because it's so beautiful and you just feel like, wow, this is gorgeous, you know? So can you see why I say this is like the Beverly Hills of Knoxville? Your next, like, most expensive homes are going to be in Farragut. But these are also, I mean, these are obviously like downtown or close to downtown. This is literally, we are 5 minutes to campus, which means 5 minutes to UT football or basketball or baseball. I mean, look at these parks. You could just come out here and sit. It's gorgeous. Totally, totally gorgeous. Beautiful. So, yeah. Cherokee Boulevard. Okay, if you look very closely, you can see cars on the street. across the river. That is Alcoa Highway. There's a white house over there. That's right at the beginning of Lakemore Hills. So if you're wanting a Cherokee Blvd Sequoyah Hills feel without that price point, you're gonna go to Lakemore Hills. However, there is not a walking trail like this in Lakemore Hills. This is, to me, when it comes to places to walk, like Lakeshore Park is very close to this. So that would be my number one. Number two is this where we are right now, Cherokee Boulevard. Number three, do we even need to say number three? There is a path from like, basically it's Third Creek Greenway, but you can take it all the way from like Nayland. You can take it essentially from actually South Knoxville. And then, can you cross over? I think you can cross over. I feel like we did that. Also want to point out to you, UT Medical Center is across the river over there. That is again Alcoa Highway. And to the right, you're seeing parts of UT. Here's the fountain. So this is at the point at which see how this starts to go uphill right up here? So you're like, wow, I've done all this. I probably have like a mile left to go. Look at that, how they've totally added on to that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Waterfront right here. Beautiful. The UT, I think it's their environmental campus. It's beautiful. It's new. It's across the river as well. Gorgeous campus. I mean, I don't feel like you can drive down the street and be like, you know, crabby about it. It's just gorgeous. I wonder how many times I said the word gorgeous. Like if you were playing a shot game while you're watching this, you're welcome. Or maybe you're not. Maybe I made you sick at this point. But I just want you to get the full Cherokee Hills. Sorry, why do I keep saying that? It's Cherokee Boulevard effect. Because it's just gorgeous. Okay, my rims. I don't want to hit my rims. I've hit my rim once. Which sounds so bougie to say that. But listen. This is my first ever brand new car. Trying to take good care of it, you know? This lady, she's like, wow, first hill. I wonder if she's going back down that way because... So right now in the run, you're like, I'm feeling good. Wow, I'm almost to the end. There's a house coming up on the left that is 100%. Look at that. You see it? Through the trees. Gorgeous. Look at that. So good. Just off the boulevard. I don't actually know people that trick-or-treat here. I bet it's good trick-or-treating. I don't know that for a fact. That'd be a lot of walking just to get from one house to the other, so I doubt it. I feel like trick-or-treating neighborhoods are best when it's like a cookie-cutter neighborhood. Maybe that is the advantage of a cookie-cutter neighborhood, where the houses are super close to each other because you get more candy per square foot. You know what I'm saying? More candy per square mile. You're welcome. Halloween candy strategy. But I bet it's not here because you'd be like, wow. Now this is the part in the run where you're like, oh my gosh, should I finish? Like, yes, I came this far. I came this far. So that is Cherokee Boulevard. Beautiful place to be. Gorgeous. And part of West Knox, but I mean, we are almost to downtown. So when I say West Knox, only in the sense that we are west of downtown. You know what I'm saying? So I'll show you how close we are. So literally, I think we are like 3 minutes right now as I'm recording this. The timestamp is 14:06. So let's see, when I turn right here. Oh, and there's a Baptist church up here. I forgot about that. I think First Baptist Kingston Pike. I don't know, whatever. It's on the right. And there's also an Episcopal church up here. I used to be on the board of a nonprofit. And is it First Lutheran? I can't remember. First Church Knox right there. And then, oh, Calvary Baptist. Okay, I think it's, yeah, I'm sure it's Baptist. This is a pretty big church, Calvary. And also, those churches have waterfront views. Like, can you imagine your church is sitting on the Tennessee River? Okay, so it's 1453 timestamp, and I can almost see downtown. You can also tell these houses along Kingston Pike, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This one, gorgeous. The one on the right, the stone one coming up, look at this one. Obsessed with it. Love it. Love it. Second Presbyterian Universalist Church to my left. Now, straight ahead, if I were to zoom in very closely, you would see UT campus. So that is the other part that is awesome about Cherokee Boulevard and Sequoyah Hills, is we are so close to campus, to game day, to downtown, to everything. It's like literally, to me, ideal location. So I also want to show you that I'm kind of across the river still. So if I were to like turn the camera back to the right, you would see those houses that we just looked at on Cherokee Boulevard. It's like at the bend of the river, Cherokee Boulevard. And now we're on Neyland Neyland Drive. So yeah, there you go. What did you think? Does that remind you of Beverly Hills? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I've not been to Beverly Hills, but in my mind, like Cherokee Boulevard, Sequoyah Hills would be like, if you came from Beverly Hills, this is where you would move. There or Farragut. But this is more like old school, old homes, water frontage, gorgeousness. Anyways, let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next video.